4. 4 punches. That is how many it took to kill Boros. Well, 4 punches, and then we don't know how many else made contact in his consecutive punches kind of thing. But I'm just going to count them as... I'm just going to say it's 4. And one of them was a serious punch. So that means all the other punches we've seen him ever do weren't serious. And he's wrecked people. And even when he did a serious punch, Boros said he still had power in, like, reservation. So Saitama's yet to go all out. Saitama is still too strong, and there's no enemies strong enough to take on that entire strength. Boros was able to hold his own for a while and take 3 non-serious punches, which is a feat alone, and then he died at the serious one. Well, he got defeated by the serious one, then he died later on, but holy shit. This fucking fight. They work on an average animation budget, but I heard the director did this episode. I give a round of applause to him, because that was beautiful. That was badass. That was intense. I can't find anything else to say about it. I'm speechless. Like, that was amazing. My jaw dropped. Even the transitions back into the fight, or how Saitama got knocked to the fucking moon, and he jumped from the moon using the low gravity to, like, make him go faster and travel back to Earth. He was on the fucking moon! And to watch Boros change and use his full power kind of thing, and just fight and use, like, his final attack or whatever, and Saitama uses his, and it just blows it away, sending it into, like, it splits it, and then you see the clouds above the Earth just split and open like an eye. Oh my god, that was beautiful. One Punch Man, it's literally eye candy. It can give your eyes orgasms from the fighting animations. When Saitama gets serious, or we get a fight that actually gets serious, the animation budget is just superb. Now, the only sad thing is, this is episode 12, the finale. I know there's an OVA, and I will be reviewing that. It's just no season 2. No season 2 announcement. I've heard that the mangaka redraw or whatever is going to be working his ass off to get the chapters out so a season 2 can be possible. But that probably won't happen until maybe 2017, and I don't know if I want to read the manga and spoil everything else for me, or wait for season 2. Either way, I'm probably going to regret one of the decisions, but I know I'll enjoy it, because it's One fucking Punch Man. This episode was amazing. And at the very end, after the credits and all that, how Saitama, he took on, like, a king of the underworld or whatever, Pluton, and it's a giant pig, like, ragdoll monster thing. He punches it, blows it up and all that, and he goes, back to One Punch again. Damn it! Fucking throwback, man, to episode 1. We learned of his predicament. He finally found an enemy that could take 4 of his punches, and then he's back to One Punch. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like he got too serious into the fight until his final attack, but I'm okay with that because it was still phenomenal. The animation was probably the best I've seen in a long time. This episode, this conclusion to One Punch Man Season 1, was satisfying to say the least. How we got the throwback and how it wrapped up everything with Saitama killing Boros and the ship crashed down. That was satisfying. And we even got a possible continuation of Genos' storyline with the whole crazy cyborg that attacked his village and he wants to get revenge kind of thing. we got some hints about that. It's just this was satisfying. It really was. Now, before I talk about the series as a whole, I want to finish talking about episode 12. Metal Knight. Apparently, like, Drive or something, one of the other S-Class heroes, told Genos to watch out for Metal Knight. He is his enemy. So does that mean he's the rampaging cyborg, or did he invent the rampaging cyborg? We don't know yet. If you've read the manga, you probably know, or you may not know. Don't spoil that for me. But does this mean Genos might end up fighting Metal Knight in the future? Could he be his enemy? Or could Metal Knight provide a way to improve Genos and get him stronger? And then, of course, we had more Tatsumaki Bay. Oh my god. Oh my god. I fucking love her voice actor. And when they were ignoring her, and Saitama goes, "Oi, Genos, say something," when she's yelling at them, and he goes, "Shut up, brat." And then something about a beatdown, and he gets tossed, and and all his joints are bent in the wrong way and all that, and he's just there. Fucking hilarious. I love Tatsumaki so much. She is Bae material. Oh my god. Best girl. Best girl. Best girl. No doubt about it. I'm satisfied. This conclusion left me satisfied. Episode 12 was phenomenal. It was satisfying. I want more, but if we don't get more and I have to read the manga, I wouldn't mind. This season alone, I can't really describe it because it might damage its image alone, because I don't have words good enough for how good it was. I mean, seriously, it's gotten so popular, and of course everyone wants a season 2, but the conclusion to this series was far better than a lot of series on how they've done it. Like, it doesn't feel empty, it doesn't feel like, what? Why? Or, that was a shit conclusion. I can name a couple right off the bat, but just so I don't get flamed, I'm not going to mention them. So yeah, time to talk about the series as a whole. Episode 12, the finale. Again, it's satisfying. I loved it. I loved it. I love the throwback. We got more Bae and everything, which is Tatsumaki. If you can't pick up that by now. We had an outstanding fight. And looking back when I first started the series, I had the same thought that everyone else did. If he can one-punch all of his enemies, then how are we going to progress story-wise, or how is it going to be entertaining after a while? Won't it just get dull? And lo and behold, I learned, it doesn't. It helps the story. We get introduced to badass characters with some amazing character designs that have their own storylines going on, or just their way they interact and fight. It just makes it so much better. And then when Saitama comes in and one-punches, it's either comedical or badass as hell. And this series, it's a parody. It's a parody of superheroes and all that in general, like American superheroes and all that, but it's coming into its own. It really is. It may be a parody, but it can take itself serious. It switches tones so fluidly that you can't find a single issue with that. Like, it can go from comedical to serious to just... it can go everywhere, and it does it beautifully. That's all I have to say about that. Now, the voice acting, I liked it. I really didn't find a single voice I hated. I didn't actually have a single issue with any of the voices. Even the aliens in episode 12 didn't have an issue with. I liked every voice they picked out. They did really well with the voice acting. Now, I'm just really curious, will One Punch Man get a dub in the future? Because a lot of Americans I know, big name YouTubers and all that, love this, and it's just gotten so much popularity. But will it get a dub? That's what I'm really curious about. I want it to get a dub, but I want the dub to be phenomenal so it fits with this outstanding series. If it doesn't get a dub and I'm forced to buy it subbed, I don't mind, because I love the sub version so far. It's wonderful. The voice acting, I loved it. Now the character designs. I like how it can range from super dopey to extremely badass. Like, let me talk about Tatsumaki. She can have her character design is beautiful and badass. And of course she has that outfit, and she's apparently like 28 or something, and she's chibi, kind of. She can go from her really badass character design to when Saitama or anyone else is ignoring her to a short chibi version where it's just so dopey it makes you laugh. Or Saitama, he can go from serious to his normal dopey face. I love how they can switch that. Their character designs, you can tell, with their limited animation budget, their average, they put a lot of work and passion into this series. You can tell, you can literally feel the passion that the animators had for this series. They love it and you can feel it. I don't know if you can, but I definitely can feel how much passion went into this. With an average budget, they did this masterpiece. I'm calling it a masterpiece. Some people don't like it because the whole concept. I have a couple friends that don't really like it because it's a one-punch kind of guy, and he's just too overpowered, but to each their own. I'm calling it a masterpiece. It's definitely moved up into my personal favorites of all time. Now, the story, I liked it. Yeah. And I hope we get more continuation off of other characters' side stories, all that, to allow them some character development and all that. We had, actually, above average. Now, I'd say we had pretty good character development for a lot of the characters in the show, especially Genos, but I want his story to be developed more. I want to go more in depth with that. And, of course, with the Road to Hero, whatever OVA, we'll get a little bit more of Saitama's backstory, which I'll like to see that. I'm definitely going to review that. So, overall, One Punch Man has been a ride throughout the entire series, and I do not regret in the slightest watching this show, and I love just sharing my thoughts with you guys, because this show, I loved it. It's a good show. If you haven't already, go check out One Punch Man. You may or may not like it, but if you like it, tell me your thoughts. Hell, even if you don't like it, explain to me why you don't like it. Give it a chance. It grows into its own. It may be a parody. It keeps that parody feel throughout the entire show and everything, but it has some good comedy. And of course, it doesn't hold back on the blood and guts. I loved it. And I'm definitely collecting the manga. Tell me if I should read the manga or wait until a potential season 2. That's one thing I really want to know. Like, does the manga get better than what the anime has shown? How much did the anime deviate from the manga? I want to know that. And I want to give a thanks to Madhouse, because I usually can trust Madhouse with a lot of series. Their animation is beautiful, and sometimes they do butcher some things, but I'd still prefer them over Studio Clown, aka Pierrot, or Pierrot, or whatever the fuck their name is, and Toei. As long as One Punch Man never went to those guys, I'd be happy. Hell, even Passion, I would love to see, like, them do another series, because they did so well with Roka. I'm definitely going to miss One Punch Man. Hopefully it does get a Season 2 in the near future, or at least even an announcement for a Season 2. So yeah, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't spoil Road to Hero OVA for me, but you can talk about the series as a whole. Don't spoil the manga, but tell me your thoughts. Like, should I start the manga? I could probably read up until where the anime left off and start reviewing chapter by chapter kind of thing, or binge and review all the chapters as a whole. Tell me your thoughts on that. Tell me how your day's been going. Actually, tell me how your holidays went. They're technically over now, but tell me how they went, okay? So yeah, this episode, phenomenal. The series, I loved it. A lot of people love it, and it's well deserved. It really is. Be sure to follow the links down in the description where you can go and add me on Twitter, add me on Facebook, and go check out One Punch Man if you haven't already. Go get an eye orgasm. I can't believe I just fucking said that. So yeah, this is AutoX Nation here. Be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks, the usual. Have a good day. Watch lots of anime. Read lots of manga. I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye-bye, guys.